You just push it in there. And this is an old battery. I was just using an explanation. So if your smoke alarmer beeps like that every minute or so, that probably means it needs to be changed. But if it does need to be changed, check the date of the manufacturer of the smoke alarm. Sometimes they'll give you an expiration. Here, there's a date here. It says November 2014, November 20th, 2014. The question is that the expiration or is that the date of manufacturer? Usually if it's expiration, they'll say it's expiration with the EXP. So we're going to look into that in a moment. I'm going to show you how to remove the battery. So basically, take it out, open a drawer. Now, it's going to be hard. You can't pull it with your fingernail or something. It's better just to flip it over. You're going to push it out here. So here we go. One is already came out there. And here's the second one. And that also came out. And that's basically what you do. Just put in a new one, push it in. But you do need to check the, generally these smoke alarms last for about 6 years or so. So you do need to check the expiration on them. Um, Another thing to keep in mind is some of the newer smoke detectors, they come with a built-in battery. So basically that battery can't really even be replaced. So basically when the smoke detector is out of the battery, you just throw the smoke detector away. You basically need to get another smoke detector, and that's not always the best idea in the sense because a lot of times people don't have the time to go and run out and get another smoke detector, which is where the battery ones come in useful because at least you can put some batteries in. you know of course you would like it to get a new one, but in the meantime the one with the battery is still running as opposed to the one that's ran out of battery and then it's not running, but you need to go to the store and get, who leaves extra smoke detectors in their house for 6 years or whatever. Most likely you have some batteries, but you won't have another smoke detector. So that's my point there. Of course, I believe you can still find batteries with smoke detectors. Another thing about these smoke detectors is they have two different types of smoke detection systems. One will actually physically detect the smoke. The other is more infrared based or temperature based. And you really want both types of sensors in there to pick up both types of like a fast moving fire versus a slow burning fire. You kind of need both, So you really would like to have both. There are also some smoke detectors. Let's say you have three in the house, right? This smoke detector, if it went off, not this particular one, but they make them. This detector would send a signal to another smoke detector in the house and also the third one, or however many there are in the house, assuming they're the same brand and type. And then that way, let's say one goes off in the basement, you're sleeping upstairs in the bedroom, you're going to hear the one that got off in the basement because the one that's near your hallway in the bedroom is going to go off at the same time. So that's a faster method. However, the last time I checked for that, they didn't have the dual sensors with it, and the reviews are kind of bad. So we'll see what's out there now, assuming that this is actually expired. So, but these are something to factor when you purchase a smoke detector. This is the First Alert smoke alarm detector. It's pretty reliable. They actually recommend you test weekly. You can pick a day, Sunday, Monday. Just press down. Now, there's no batteries on here. You just press down, and then it'll go through a certain kind of beeping sequence indicating that it's still functioning properly. They do recommend that, but I don't know how often people do that. Okay, so what we got here is the date here. And I did some research on this date here. This is actually the manufacturer date of this particular smoke alarm. And so you would like to change this 8 to 10 years past this date. So we're still good as of this video. We're in 2016. So this is November 20th, 2014. Now, if you look on the back of your smoke detector and you don't see a date at all, that means it's from a time when they didn't mandate dates on the smoke detector, which means it's pretty old, which means that you really should just change it out and get a new smoke detector. When you do get a smoke detector, you would like to have the two sensors. If you see where, bring it up closer. So you see where it says ionization and photoelectric. These are the two different types of sensors. The ionization is for the fast-moving fires. Photoelectric is for the smoky, smoldering, slow-moving fires. But you would like to have both to cover both. Sometimes if it's near a kitchen, and if you do a lot of cooking, it can kind of go off, especially if you do a lot of smoky cooking on a regular basis. But if you're not doing that, I recommend you definitely get both of these sensors. Get a smoke alarm that has both of these sensors, and definitely have it in areas where it's not near a kitchen, where it's not going to provide a false alarm. Incidentally, this smoke detector sometimes will, if you take a bath and there's a lot of fog, it can go off there too. So, but then that just lets me know that it's working. So in addition to having the ionization photoelectric, you'd like to have one for every floor of your home. Now they do have smoke detectors now which kind of send a signal to other smoke detectors. So when one goes off, they all go off. So as you can imagine, that's going to definitely increase the speed if there was a fire. And whenever you have a fire in the house, it's all about speed. How quickly is the alarm's going to go off and wake you up, and you're going to get out of there. Because believe me, if you haven't seen the videos, a fire can take out a house very quickly. I mean, less than 15 minutes is what I'm saying. So please do make a note of that. I'm gonna do some research on Amazon and see if they have that kind of setup where you have both the ionization and the photoelectric sensor with the signal sent to other smoke alarms in the house, so that you can get out quickly. And we're going to look for top rated reviews on that. So please do check my link in the description. Okay, so here's how you test the smoke alarm. They have a button here. So you're going to press and hold that button, and it's going to do this little thing that lets you know it's working. It is annoying doing it once a week, but that's what they recommend. This is the smoke detector mounting, and the smoke detector just comes on there, and basically you just check here. You just take it, you just kind of turn it on, or take it off the other way just by turning it. Sometimes it has a little lock thing in there. You see that little thing in there inside the frame? And it's like a little button thing you can put in the hole in the smoke detector to lock it in. Let me see where it would mount on here. Could probably mount anywhere really. Off because it's just easier to take it on and off, and it's time to change the battery instead of just locking it in. You just put it in, turn it, and that's it till it goes all the way. I mean, the chance of it coming out, I mean, it's ridiculous. Probably wouldn't even come out in an earthquake, so I wouldn't worry about that. This is the first alert smoke detector, and it can be hard to change the batteries. The main thing you gotta know is there's a little drawer on the side that pulls out right here. They got a little finger holder thing right there, so I'm gonna try to pull it out here. So I got it open. Basically, you got to pull it out. Oftentimes the batteries are really wedged in there, and if you look here, these are movable. So what you do is on the other side, you just put it upside down. You push down on these things here, and that will kind of push the battery out. Putting the battery in is kind of also tricky either. The main thing is check your polarity. So here it's showing plus minus, right? So you got the plus minus here. So you're gonna put the inside battery in first on this side because it's a little bit tighter fit. So we'll put plus side down, then the minus. So you're gonna stick it in there. Like that. And then we'll put the other battery in. And this is where it can get a little tricky. So there, we got it in now, see? Please do subscribe, comment, and vote me up, baby.